Well, how is everyone doing this morning? Wanted to go live this Saturday to talk a little bit about this new book by my favorite comedian, Iliza Schlesinger, Girl Logic. I went to her live comedy show last weekend here in New York City. Oh, hey, Naima just joined. Thanks for joining. So I went to Liza's show last Saturday, and it was as funny as ever. I'm the biggest fan of her work. I'm such a big fan that I watch and follow her dog Blanche on Blanche's Instagram page, which is Blanche Waits. You can follow Liza at Eliza. And so this book is hilarious. And as a stylist who helps women, that's me, upgrade their style and feel more confident so they can kick ass in business, I have a lot of reactions to this book. I was reading and I was like, this is hilarious. And I think it would be a fantastic live to share, everyone. And I feel like there's no doubt that our own style and our bodies as a girl and a woman is pretty natural to doubt and to have sort of reservations and issues about that. And one of the reasons that I personally became a stylist was because I felt like a dork in junior high. Yep, I will admit it. And learning about my own body shape and coloring and how to dress to the best of the ability for me, coupled with discovering my own personal style, has been the most powerful style secret weapons. And those tools gave me the confidence to step out into the world, to greet the world in a better way, and to feel confident every day and present myself in a way that feels good. And that's why I style real women today. So let's dive in. This book, again, is super funny. I totally encourage you to pick it up. I'm going to read from her second chapter, which is called Case Clothed. Great title. Let's face it, most women's clothing seems designed to make us feel horrible, no matter what size we are. I can't count the number of outfits I tried on in a dressing room that ended up with the salesperson sniffing at me. Oh, you're not supposed to wear a bra with that. Are you fucking kidding me, Skylar? Am I 18? Is it 1969? Clothing-related girl logic can lead you on a roller coaster ride full of, well, lots of ups and downs and only a few ups. You may be innocently trying on clothes for fun, but if your girl logic goes off the rails, you could be left in tears, not only hating your body, your job, your hair, your best friend, and that one bitch who works at the juice place who never smiles at you. All because of one pair of jeans that says size 6. But we all know is really a size 0 and solely there to make you feel poorly shaped loser who will never find love or be happy because the universe hates you. The reason girl logic and clothing are so combustible together is because clothes are a physical expression of how we want to appear or think we should appear to the outside world. A lot of our ideas about what we should be wearing are absorbed via osmosis from the fashion world, an industry built on making women hate themselves. We inadvertently buy into the aesthetic that dictates all women should be 5'10" and 105 pounds every time we pick up a magazine or click on an Instagram link to a fashion blogger. The caption always being, obsessed with this look. We're passively encouraged to criticize, compare, and nitpick our own bodies. So when our fashion options meet our girl logic, our clothing choices often veer into irrational. Amen, sister. I cannot agree with her more about the fashion industry. It's actually what you're talking about is the reason I have gone completely anti-fashion. Shocking, I know. I'm a stylist. At one time, I did things like Japanese Vogue covers. But now I am so rooted in real style. And here's the thing you touched on briefly, this whole size issue. So size and also, also designer. So the thing about sizes is there's no size standardization in this country or anywhere in the world. And there needs to be, because it's so common for me to be working with a client and we bring home clothes that fit her, fit her good with some minor tailoring, but range in sizes from small, medium, 10, 12, 14. I mean, it's just ridiculous that the range of sizes that you could fit into. And so I'd like to, this is sort of an opportunity for a lesson that I'd like to invite you, when you're shopping, do not look at size, look at the garment and try to find the right garment based on, is it going to fit you well? Is it going to look good on you? And don't look at the size, because we get so emotional about it. The second point I want to make is I totally agree with you that designers are often not thinking about real women when they design. And I'm hoping this is going to change. Fashion is a trend-based business, and I am totally bored with it. All right, moving on. Anyways, back to clothes. Let's pretend for a second we are leaving the house and going somewhere non-airport related. Yes, we are putting a pause on our daily agenda of coffee sipping, peanut butter spoon licking, Facebook refreshing, and dog song sing-along to venture out and be great in the world. And during this effort, we may want to look and feel our self-confident, attractive best. Well, prepare for the battle, because if you want to feel good and look good in your clothes, you're going to have to fight for it. Every woman has gone through this in the dressing room. You walk into the store feeling fine, but after a few try-ons and round of, why are these size 8s not fitting me when I'm usually a size 6? How am I not able to squeeze my calves into these jeans that are supposed to be like what? 72% stretch? You actually start to feel uglier. There must be some sort of biochemical girl logic reaction caused by incandescent lighting hitting your fat cells, because they actually seem to multiply as you're trying on jeans. Hey Dave, nice, glad you could join us. I'm reading from Iliza Schlesinger's latest book, Girl Logic. All right, because they actually seem to multiply as you're trying on jeans. Most of my shopping trips end in exhaustion, depression, and a resigned, is there a Sbarro around here? All right, so let's cut ourselves a break about this size issue, because this should not, it is a number. It should not make you spin into depression. The sizes, again, as I mentioned earlier, in this country and around the world, there is no size standardization. Some companies, they do things like vanity sizing, so they make the sizes smaller on the label, but they're actually bigger so that you feel like you fit into a smaller size. And then some companies size that everything is super small. So it's all over the place. And as I mentioned earlier with my clients, it's super common for us to bring home awesome garments in a huge range of sizes. And this is a global problem. I'm hoping that the fashion industry and the apparel industry will start working on it and make some fit progress. All right. No matter how much in shape you are, fashion companies will make it clear that you are the wrong shape. Your arms are too fat for this type of tank. Your legs are too long for these jeans. As a woman, whatever you are, you're always something wrong. There are whole brands out there inadvertently dedicated to letting you know your body type isn't their body type. True story. A friend's sister applied to Urban Outfitters. She's 19. She's adorable and a little curvy, but no more than the average college freshman at a big state school. When her application was rejected, she asked the manager why she wasn't hired, because she wanted to improve on anything she could. He told her, "You don't have the right body type for our brand." All right, this makes me like super, super angry. But also I feel like we need to dispel this myth. And I'm so glad that she is writing in this frank, true way. I mean, the thing about comedy is it's funny because it's true. And we've all felt these things before. And the reality is there is no such thing as the wrong shape of body. We all come in different shapes and sizes and flavors and coloring. There's no such thing as wrong shaped body. There are, however, garments, shapes of garments that don't work for your body. So I'd like for you to reframe it and start thinking, that doesn't work for me, not I don't work for it. Because the clothing is an inanimate object. It's an object. Why do we place so much importance on an object? So no biggie. Next time, reframe it that way. Something else that can make the shopping process more excruciating is a bad saleswoman. If she casually lies that you look awesome as she walks past when you're posing in your pulled silk skirt onesie, okay, if she's exponentially hotter than you, run. Don't trust her with your money or your self-esteem. I learned this the hard way recently when I had to buy a dress for an event and found the sales girl standing around pouting, looking far more beautiful than me, like model hot. Not the kind of model your weird college friend pretends to be on Facebook either. Not the kind who sits on vintage cars, does burlesque, and sometimes sells Xanax. No, this sales girl was 5'9", 120 pounds, with long blonde hair and a wide set of eyes, and legs like curly cloth, and a baby giraffe gave birth to. A baby giraffe. She was a stunning version of a praying mantis. Okay, I just like can't. It's just so funny. Okay, stay away from these freaks. These sales girls have zero training in color and shape analysis and the science of style. Zero. They're not doctors. Would you, for example, go to the doctor and accept a diagnosis from that doctor without an examination or blood work? No, you wouldn't. And these salespeople are basically dishing out advice without finding out what your lifestyle is, what your schedule is like, how many tour dates you have going on, what your favorite color is, what shapes look good on you, what shapes make you feel good. Like, this person has done no work to get to know you. So, girl, I'd say avoid all sales bitches, because their job is frankly to sell clothes, not to make you look fabulous. Moving right along. We're going a little forward, but I love this chapter. It's so good. All right. Now let's discuss another body part that makes it difficult for many women to feel remotely comfortable setting foot in a mainstream clothing store. Thighs. Okay. This is the last time I'll mention them for real. Anyone who follows my comedy, me, and has read this book up to here knows that I don't like mine, but I accept them, sort of. I firmly believe a lack of a sinewy thigh encasing a long femur has stopped me from reaching every one of my goals. Okay, well, maybe just when it comes to fashion. Okay, girlfriend, there is no reason to hate your thighs. I've seen you in real life, and your thighs are great. The only problem that I see is that the cut of your pants, again, inanimate object, is wrong for your body because it maximizes your thighs. So there's nothing wrong with your thighs, and your thighs would look perfectly proportional if you had a different cut of pants. And there does exist different cuts of pants that minimize your thighs. It's science. It's an optical illusion. I'm trained in it. And maybe as a witch, you might like it. All right. So many shows and magazines would have you believe the key to success is a makeover. Feeling down, makeover. Not living up to the aesthetic standards of your best friend, makeover. Just murdered 2 people and the cops have your picture, makeover. Doesn't it ever occur to the magazine editors that some of us don't fantasize about a makeover? Some of us think we're perfectly fine as is. Revolutionary concept, right? Doesn't it matter because the rest of society thinks it's their job to knock at your door insisting that you start hating yourself a little more? This happened to me back in mid-2000, back when MySpace was still a thing. I got an unsolicited message from a producer on the Tyra Banks show. It was 11 a.m. on a Monday. And I was at my crappy temp job when I received the surprising offer. I'll never forget the wording. We want to give you a makeover. You're cute, but you're not like a bombshell. Nope, I wasn't, but I don't know. Fuck you. I was 23 and supporting myself with a shitty office job. I didn't need to be a bombshell. I wasn't upset this producer didn't see me as hot. I was upset that he thought it was okay to tell me that. Okay, I totally get this. Some people don't resonate with these words that these fashion people throw around. And bombshell, let's face it, Marilyn Monroe was perfectly comfortable in that genre, but there are literally hundreds of versions of being stylish, and bombshell doesn't have to be your version. I think the reason why this feels so icky to you, Iliza, I love you, is because bombshell is not resonating. It's not your anchor words. And makeovers without intention and without revealing your authentic self, are useless, because then it's like the stylist forcing a style onto you instead of pulling a style out of you and revealing your true nature. So that's what I have to say about that. Now, let's talk about shoes. All women are supposed to love white wine gossip and our financially and physically crippling shoe collections, right? True story, I take a lot of shoes out of clients' closets. But no one tells you which shoes actually look good with which outfits. I do. Part of the problem is that most shopping websites don't show models' feet. Like once I bought a knit Kenzo bodysuit with the cutout shapes all over it. It was hot. I paired it with leather pants, and oh my God, what shoes. On the Kenzo website, they didn't show the model's feet. Swindlers. Okay, I totally get this one too. Because, again, the fashion industry is often creating these over-the-top, fabulous pieces, anchor pieces, as I call them, but yet you don't know how to wear them. And oftentimes you don't have in your closet the pieces that neutralize them or complement them. And so, I remember being on so many shoots. And one of the first questions I would always ask the photographer before prepping was, do I need to bring shoes? Because photographers were notorious for not wanting to show feet. They wanted like the close up, the better. And then there was always this battle between the fashion company that had, it was their shoes, and they wanted their shoes to show. So there was always this shoe battle. And I sadly, I totally get this one. And I see this happen a lot where clients come home with this fantastic one piece. And I call them orphan pieces because they don't have mates. And then what ends up happening is your closet is filled with orphan pieces that are fabulous. It's like that super bright, sparkly top that you don't know what to wear with because it's so specific. So they sit alone in your house and they never get worn, and it's really sad until a stylist like me comes along and helps you either purge the orphans or buy basics and make outfits out of the orphans. All right, so that is from Case Clothes chapter in Iliza's new book, which I love. You should definitely go out and buy it. It's hilarious. It's had me in stitches reading it, and her show had me in stitches so much that I was crying. She's on tour right now. She tours a lot. She works a lot. I'm super impressed by her. And her book is in stores right now. Iliza, I love you. I love your work. If you ever decide you want to work with a professional stylist, I'm here for you. You can find me at my website, alexandrastylist.com. And for all of you watching this video, I wanted to thank you for staying put with me for what is a longer live video. And I'd love to offer you all a copy of my latest book, my third book, Love What You Wear. You can simply send me an email with the subject line love, and I will send you a copy of this book of mine, which has all of my style process and I can feel a little bit better every day. You can send an email to ag@alexandrastylist.com and I will send you your book. All right, if anyone, as long as anyone has any questions, let's see, does anyone have any questions? Hey, Wasim. All right. Okay, well, have a beautiful day and love you guys. Bye.